Hey guys, what's going on? Legit Given here with another video, and no need to look on screen for this video. I'm just going to be telling a story, and that story is how I started RuneScape and like why I started playing, when that was, and why I still play RuneScape today. I'm probably going to be making urns of some kind. I don't know what yet, but I did actually make infernal urns earlier this week, actually last Monday, and they weren't selling until this weekend when a lot more players got on, and a lot more players usually do Slayers, so I actually sold those for a pretty good price, and those will be shown, me selling those and how much I bought them for will be shown in my next Road to 500 Mil series. But for now, guys, this is going to be a story, kind of like a story type setting. I know Regicidal does these type of videos where I tell you guys a story from my past, and for this particular one, I don't know if you guys would call this copying, but I don't want to be called a copier. So Regicidal did start this kind of thing where it's called story time, and basically what he does is he tells his viewers a different story from his lifetime, but mine's going to be more, I guess you could say more, how do I even want to say this? It's more convenient for you guys because it's actually about RuneScape. It's going to be about how I started RuneScape, so feel free, you don't have to actually watch my screen or the screen, you can just listen to my voice as I tell this story, because it's going to be about how I started RuneScape, who got me into it, what did I do when I first started, and basically my F2P past, and when I started members, and then when I got addicted to RuneScape for good. And I wouldn't say the addiction is quite the same as it was when I was a kid. I don't know really why that is. I feel like a lot of us say, oh, as we get older we don't get that addicted, or a lot of people say, oh, the game's changed. I would still be really addicted if the game was still like it used to be. And I'm not completely sure that's true, but let's see, what kind of urn do I want to make for this video? I want to make sure I have a definite urn, so I'm not like, switching off urns during this story. Alright, I'll go with fishing urns, but anyway, let's get started. So when did I first start playing RuneScape? I'd say the first time I started playing RuneScape, and I've been over, I just bought 5,000 soft clay. The first time I officially started playing RuneScape was probably, I'd like to say 3rd or 4th grade. And so I was probably about, I don't want to get my age wrong, and you guys be like, what the heck, you were 10 in 4th grade? But let's say, probably anywhere from 8 to 11. I hope that's like a good age range. But yeah, 3rd or 4th grade was when I first started. And feel free guys to comment below like when you first started or what was your favorite past event. But I actually started, and I've probably already told you some of this, guys. I started for my friend Alex and Johnny. They were actually playing, and then my other friend Grant, who was actually a really good player until he quit. He got into football in high school, and I played football freshman year, but of course I quit for cross country and track. But he actually was one of the best RuneScape players I've ever known. He could get, you know, a mil XP an hour if he really wanted to, and he did all the quests, and he knew everything he was doing. And eventually we grew close IRL, and then we were tore apart because he actually started playing football and I was in cross country, and obviously those two sports do not get along together. So we were actually sharing an account for a while there. Well, I was making the money, he was doing the quest and the skills and leveling all the stuff, and I was just a money maker mercher, selling stuff. I actually was a pretty pro gambler back then when it was dicey, and I actually knew how to make money. But anyway, that's who started me. Those 3 friends, Alex, Johnny, and Grant. Grant was the only member at the time. I don't remember a lot of 3rd and 4th graders wanting, like, having to pay $7.95, or it was probably $5.95 back then for membership. It was just like unheard of. Like, what? You're a member? Rich kid, lucky. And then of course when you were a member back then in 4th grade, all you did was like loot in the wilderness. Like, dude, I saw Zezma yesterday. I looted a rune plate body from his kill. Or what's that one guy's name who was always magic hybriding? But anyway, oh, Elf Mage. That was it. I always used to watch his videos. But that's when I started, 3rd or 4th grade. It was pretty young. My parents really didn't know about it. It was back when computers, like I have a laptop right now that my parents got me that was probably around $700 after they installed all the programming and stuff like that. And this is a really nice computer. It's an HP Pavilion G7 G series, and it's a really nice computer. I got Microsoft on it. That's a very expensive software because it is my school computer. I really don't have a computer for gaming, which kind of sucks because I don't have enough money to buy like an Alienware, but I would love to have a sick gaming computer. I would always be making videos, but I just can't afford that right now, guys. My parents are obviously, we have three kids. I have 2 sisters, And yeah, it's definitely not cheap keeping us around. So I definitely don't have enough money to go around just to buy gaming computers whenever I want. But in the future, yeah, I can see myself doing that. But yeah, I started in 3rd or 4th grade. I'm just gonna kind of recap all this stuff. And I first was F2P. Like I said, 3rd and 4th graders were never really members, and if they were total noobs. Like, they didn't know what they were doing. They would just go around begging for money. Except for my friend Grant, he knew what he was doing. He and his little brother always knew how to do it and what they were doing. But my F2P career started then, 3rd and 4th grade, and I really was just, this is back in the day where I guess, I don't know if it was whether it was age, and this is where people really contradict themselves. I don't know whether it was age or whether it was the game that people really got addicted to. And ask yourself, when you were in 3rd or 4th grade, how easy was it to get addicted to stuff? Like, in 2nd grade, I was addicted to picking my nose. That was an addiction. As I aged, I lost that addiction because it just became like, why would I pick my nose when I can go blow my nose like a respectful man? And it's kind of like that. I think I aged out of my addiction. Like, there's no need to be addicted to RuneScape. There are, believe it or not, guys, there are better things than RuneScape. I mean, RuneScape has been and will be a pretty big important part of my life. But when it comes to like having my family first before RuneScape, or having school come first, those two things and many others come before RuneScape, although RuneScape is very important to me. So my F2P career started mainly with my friend Johnny. We were pretty good friends. Of course, we separated. As you guys realize, when you go into high school, you actually lose quite a few friends and you gain new ones. My cross-country friends are basically my new friends, and I get a lot of my old friends saying like, oh, you say I moved on, you moved on to your cross-country buddies. This is becoming more of an IRL rant, but as me and Johnny kind of aged on, we have separated, but still back 3rd through 7th grade, we were really close, and RuneScape was something we always did. And my favorite memory was me and Johnny had a back-to-back sleepover, which was unheard of. Like, in 3rd or 4th grade, you were like, did you just say double sleepover? No, you didn't. And we were like, yeah, we stayed up till like almost 10:30, and then everyone was like, oh my gosh, 10:30? My bedtime's 8:30. I had dinner at 7. And it was just crazy, you know, the change from back then to now. And so my favorite memory with me and Johnny was we first went to my house, and we were cutting, I believe it was oak trees, and we were like, oak trees are actually worth a lot of money. And then we went to willows, and we were getting XP for woodcutting levels. And I remember we actually ended up selling all our oak and willow logs. Somehow willow logs were worth a tiny bit more back then, and now they're worth nothing. But we got up like to 1,000, and we sold them at the there was a GE back then, and we sold them, and or was there? Yeah, it was the single GE. Oh man, my best memory, to be honest, is having the single GE where everyone just got packed together. I hate how there's 4 banks now. I remember the first time that update came out, I was kind of pissed off because I really loved having that one single GE where everyone could just get together and spam like selling this at GE price, mid price, above mid price. But me and Johnny actually ended up going to the GE and selling our stuff, and we bought full black armor. And this is back in the day where people really didn't care, like, oh yeah, let's play on your account, or can we play on my account? People really didn't care. They were just like, okay, play on my account, get levels, or we'll play on your account and get armor. And so we got black armor on my account, and I remember this is my very first account. It was actually my sister's first and last name with the number 0 at the end. Like, who does that? That is just asking to get like publicized or harassed online. But this is like before Facebook, and so it really didn't matter. People weren't gonna look her up. But I'm sorry, Jenny, for that. You guys have met Jenny before, actually, in one of my Chris Archie submissions that never went through. Me and Jenny got in a little fight. She's okay, guys. But yeah, that was just such a fun time getting black armor back then. It just looked so cool walking around in black armor. Like, you felt like you had earned something. So I guess my favorite memories, guys, on this game is basically when you earn something, that becomes a memory that you'll never forget. When you earn a 99, you will never forget that memory. And that's basically why I do videos, is because I can record that and keep it on my computer forever, and then in 5 years this will become RuneScape history. Like, oh yeah, I remember 2012scape. I miss 2012scape so much. I guarantee you guys, look back in 3 to 4 years, maybe 5, when RuneScape comes up with another update, and I guarantee you guys, people like me will be like, oh my gosh, 2012scape, come on, I miss you so much. and people that are older than me would be like, oh, remember 2006 Scape? And no one will like that comment anymore because no one will remember 2006 Scape. Half the people that do the 2006 RuneScape comment are lying to you. I did not start playing RuneScape till about 2007, 2008, and I don't even remember not having a GE. The first, I like to think that I played really early, but when I first started playing, there was a central GE that I knew about. And which brings me back to my other point, guys. This is basically just a RuneScape rant, but my other favorite memory of this timeline was the tutorial. I looked up a video of Regicidal. Actually, he and his friend were doing the newest tutorial, and it looked so difficult to do, but it didn't even look fun. Remember what was it called? Was it called Magic Island or Mage Island or you guys know what it was called. You guys, I know one of you is like, oh duh, it was called this. That was one of my favorite memories, going to that and like staying at the chicken one and maging up your or staying at the rats, the level 1 rats, and leveling up your combat as much as possible, or your range as much as possible, because you shot them to the fence so you wouldn't have to get hurt, or going to the chicken and leveling up your mage as much as possible until the tutorial was like, you cannot level up anymore, climb the ladder now or else. And it was just so funny. It was spamming the bottom of my screen, and that was when you can make 5 accounts a day and just like get to the tutorial. And oh my gosh, this is just sparking so much like enthusiasm because I missed it so much. But you know, until now, guys, my favorite memory has been getting that black armor, doing Tutorial Island. And nowadays, my favorite memories are totally different, as I guess I've matured over time into a less of an addiction. I only play, you know, maximum I can only play like 4 hours a day straight. Like that's almost impossible too. When you think about it, giving that much time, and then I have to face up homework and stuff like that. So there are other things in my life. But I guess what was the? Can you guys even remember the topic of this video? If you guys like this type of video, please let me know, because really I started off with a premise and then I kind of just got way off task. But I guess you guys do like the longer videos you can scale to, like I am right now. So that was up through 4th, 5th grade, where those were my favorite memories. And then it came around 7th, or not until 8th grade, guys, where my parents finally allowed me to get membership. And that was because, you know, they didn't really want me spending that money. They said, you know, this is your week. I used to actually get a weekly allowance of $7. This is your weekly allowance, Jake. Do you really want to spend it on that? And I decided yes. It was during the summer, early July, actually, close to my birthday, and I got started. I clicked the membership button, and I logged onto a membership world, and I was like, this is going to change my life forever. And surely enough, it did. 1 year later, I started making videos, guys. Or actually 2 years later. Wow, I had 2 years of membership. It seems like it's flown by. I started looting, and literally I was so happy that day that I got membership. Like, if you guys don't have membership and you're in 8th grade, get membership. I know I have younger viewers. It's going to change your life. Unless you don't want to become addicted, I recommend don't get membership. It will change you for good. And honestly, I don't know if it's changed me for good or worse. My grades are still great. I guess that's what I use as an excuse. My parents are like, Jake, are you going upstairs to play RuneScape? And I'm like, look at my grades, mom and dad. And so whenever they make fun of me, they funnily make fun of me. Is that even a word? Probably not. They tease me and stuff about playing RuneScape too much, and I'm like, okay, I have good grades, I have good friends. Girls, I don't know about girls, but look at my grades and my friends, guys. I'm doing great with RuneScape, and they're like, okay. And so they accept RuneScape into my life, as they know I'm addicted, but I'm just not as addicted as I used to be. And I guess that's it for now, guys. Ooh, 1337 just passed, and I could talk about a lot more, to be honest. As I started membership, I got addicted to looting again. I looted everything. I was just so happy. So if you guys don't have membership, I do recommend getting it. Of course, it is a little more pricey nowadays. If you guys like these videos, please tell me in the comments below. I know I ramble on, but when I think about something, I just have to talk about it. And I think that's better for you guys if you guys are skilling to this. That way you don't have to watch a screen and you have a 15-minute video to watch. And it's just me talking, and hopefully you guys can whoa, I just totally stuttered, can connect with me on this. You guys can understand why I stuttered there, because I said can connect, and the can and con starters. Okay. But anyways, if you guys have anything to share with me, please comment below. Tell me your favorite RuneScape memory. Tell me when you started. Tell me when you first bought membership. Tell me what you don't or do like about this game. And that's it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for the support. I know YouTube has really screwed up my views, as my road to 500 mil videos last weekend before the YouTube format got so many great views and feedback. Thank you guys for that. It's going to be a little bit slower, but hopefully I'll get my subscribers up and then views back to normal. Thank you guys for tuning in on this episode of story time. And I know that's not my original idea, and I'm still rambling on. But until next time, guys, have a great day, have a great night, and good luck scaping.